Welcome back to the Celtics Nation Rise podcast, episode 66 fan series. I'm your host, Griffin Aldrich. Alongside me, we have my two co-hosts, Andrew Quinn and Seamus Zarlingo, and we have a very, very special guest, one of the biggest Celtics super fans out there. You guys know and love him. If you're a Celtics fan, you all know Aztec Gino. Welcome and thank you for joining us on this great day. We've been staying in touch for a while, and now you're joining us. So welcome. How's it going, Aztec? And
Wow.
introduce yourself for everyone at home because everyone knows you, but give yourself a little introduction.
Wow. Well, Griffith, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. I appreciate it. I want to thank you personally for your endurance to make this happen for like a month now. We've been trying to plan it. So I want to thank you, Celtics Nation Rise, for the opportunity to interview me on your wonderful podcast. I've been hearing great things about your podcast. So kudos to you on your team. Shout out to Andrew also and Seamus for the great job. But yeah, what can I say, guys? Best fans in the NBA, Aztec Gino Celtic super fan, born in 2008 when we won Banner 17, historic time for city and fans. Because remember, like I told you, Griffin, I am one of the original Celtic super fans. I like to say the big five guys:
Yeah.
Balcony Gino, Nate Dogg or Chicken Head Guy, Mr. Celtics Nation, or as I dub him, Bob Marley, and then Guy with green hair, and finally Aztec Gino. So I'd like to see where the big five of the original super fans, and that's doing my part to hype the best fans in the NBA.
Thank you again. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to join us. So, a question we obviously ask every fan series. If you guys watch it, you guys know the question. You guys know the drill. Aztec Gino, where did your Celtics fandom begin? Where did it all originate from?
Well, great question, Griffin. So remember, I'm from the beautiful islands of Trinidad and Tobago originally. Here's a shout out, guys, to Trinidad and Tobago, second biggest carnival to Brazil Carnival. So definitely you have to put that in your roadmap. But that is Aztec Gino roots because I've been a professional masquerader slash live entertainer since my college days back in Trinidad, and then I migrated in in the early 80s. That's when I fell in love with the Celtics, with arguably the best starting five in NBA history, guys. What am I talking about, guys? Larry Legend, Kevin McHale, DJ, rest in peace, Danny Ainge, and who did I miss? I'm missing
Chief,
what? The
Chief.
Chief. Thank you. The Chief, Robert Parrish. So it was back in my college days when I migrated to the US. I fell in love with the Boston Celtics, arguably the best five. By the way, this is all on my website, Aztec Gino. And then that's when I started to follow the Celtics. And then in 2008, the year we won that that banner, guys. I always get the banners mixed up. We have so many banners,
Yeah,
guys.
It's a good problem. It's a good problem. The best
Yeah,
problem to
Andrew,
have.
help me out. We chasing banner 19. We won banner 18. Banner 17. Mano on mano. Eastern semifinals, guys. LeBron James versus Paul Pierce, guys. 2008. I remember the date. May 18, 2008. Paul Pierce, LeBron James going at it. And of course, that was the year we won banner 17. But the reason why that's a special day is because that was the day I was dubbed Aztec Gino by a fan, a Celtics blogger called Quack. Maybe you know him, Jamie Book. He was at the game, guys. And I did like the Aztec shuffler. I had the two flags. I sell Celtics #1. And then next day on Boston.com, there was this blurb. This mysterious man known only as Aztec Gino. Aztec Gino was born, guys. And the rest is history. I've been pumping and hyping the best fans in the NBA since 2008. And all of those original Big Five fans I mentioned earlier, Griffin, were born in 2008.
That's incredible. And I was going to ask, where did Aztec Gino all originate from? But you just said it right there with that answer. So my next question is, if you wanted to stand up really quick and give us a whole view of your fit, if you don't mind. And I wanted to say thank you.
I don't know if we could. All right, sure.
Yeah, thank you for coming on with the Aztec Gino fit right here. Everyone.
Can you guys see? Because, I go all out, guys, to entertain the best fans in the NBA. I told you guys originally about my roots coming from Trinidad and Tobago. My costume is professionally done by Wendell Matthews, who is a professional costume designer from Trinidad, guys, because I take pumping and hyping the best fans seriously. So obviously you want to look your best for the best fans in the NBA. Oh, I forgot, guys. Can't forget the Oakleys.
Oakleys, there you go.
Loved it.
Good show.
Loved it. That's incredible.
2024 world champions. I got this. I always have the shield, right? This is good to know. So when the opponents are taking free throws, I get there with my two partners in crime, Nate Dogg and Mr. Celtics Nation, and we always try to detract the fans, guys, right? You guys know that. Then I got the belt. I got the Celtics belt. But most importantly, Boston Strong, guys. Why do I wear Boston Strong? Because in 2008, when we had that tragic bombing, it used to say Aztec Gino. And in 2013, guys, I changed it to say Boston Strong to show that we always remember that day in Boston. This is why I say Boston Strong, guys.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
And you mentioned the many memories in which exist in your mind from all of the great Celtics history we've seen over the past, well, let's face it, for you, I mean, 3-4 decades plus of Celtics history and banners and a lot of winning, and maybe some time in there where the Celtics weren't winning so much. But ultimately, you mentioned one of those great memories was the Celtics facing the Cavaliers in the 2008 semifinals. What are some other great memories you own while watching games at the TD Garden, attending games from TD Garden?
Yeah, well, that's a great question, right? So when you talk about the legacy and history of the Celtics, guys, we could talk about so many great moments. But you told me to talk about my best moments or my worst moments. Was it my best?
I would say the best, but hey, we're all about the worst too. I mean, the worst. Yeah, sometimes the worst moments, I think, in life, people's worst moments, they're actually funny, good stories in time, as long as they don't harm anybody, right? Usually that's basketball. They don't harm anybody, but they're good stories in time.
You can't have the good without the bad. So
well
exactly, we're in for anything.
Yeah, I think we start off with some of the worst memories because obviously, and then shine some light on the great ones after.
Yeah, no. All right. So my worst memories, I'll give you guys, a few examples. Number one, I was there with Nate Dogg. I think it was 2022 when the Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry, they won on our home court. And I don't know about Steph Curry, but that guy, I mean, that guy did like 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if you guys remember that. I distinctly remember when he did that celebration on our home court, guys. And that always stuck with me when he did that. Another example was, it was a game 6. It was obviously after we won Banner 17 when, I'm drawing the blank, but LeBron James came in. I think it was an elimination game, guys, right? And then, he came in and he put up like 40-something points. Right. Yeah. And he eliminated us. That was a bad memory too. When we did that, I just hate it when they come on our home floor and then when they win and then they celebrate, guys. I mean, is there a reason for that, guys? For showboating and saying, oh, we better than you? I mean, to me that bothers me when these professional athletes do that. But guys, let's flip it now. Let's talk about the great memories. 2008 Game 6, Celtics clinches Banner 17. You guys want to know how much I paid for that ticket for Game 6 to go up in nosebleeds. Obviously, I got it off, black market. So I was very lucky to have that ticket, and I saw it when we won Banner 17. So that to me was one of the greatest moments in Celtics history. And of course, when Ray Allen broke the three-pointer He was a Celtics, guys. I was there when Ray Allen broke it, and I remember Reggie Miller coming over and congratulating him. So that to me was a special moment too. So like you said, it's up and down, but here's the thing. There are no fair weather fans in Boston, guys. Our fans either love you or they hate you. And the thing I love about being a Celtics fan, number one, and a Celtics super fan, second, is because our fans tell you like it is. You know what I mean? They're not afraid. The Celtics fans, I've seen the Celtics fan boo the Celtics in that arena, guys.
Yeah.
I've seen it, guys. Guys, you're Celtics fans. You have seen it. If the Celtics are
I
down
believe it.
25, guys, they boo you guys. You know what I mean?
I just saw something about Joe Mazzulla just talking about how it's a privilege to have the expectations of winning, as a Celtics team. And the fans put that expectation on the teams as well, because that's just how history has gone. Do you have or feel any responsibility as a fan and as like a, top 5 fan, as you discussed, as making sure that you push other fans and try to bring that energy to the Garden and kind of be that leader? How does that role look for you?
So what a great question. So the thing is, I am one of the fans that like to bring the other fans together. You say leader, but when you look at all these fans, and don't forget, we have the new and upcoming fans. Now, we can't mention these like Caveman, Causeway, Superfan, Bree, GRD, Tattoo Kid, who put the tattoo. Don't forget, there are all these others. So we have to shout out the other fans,
sure.
Coming up now. But to answer your question, I just look at it about the unofficial mascots of the Boston Celtics, the Celtics super fans, guys. I remember when Channel 5 interviewed a few of us, and when they interviewed us, I said, yes, we are the unofficial mascots of the Boston Celtics. And the other thing I want to mention is, when they had interviewed me too during the pandemic, NBA on TNT, they asked me this question: what is the goal of the Celtics fans and super fans? And I said it's to always give them a memorable experience. What am I talking about, guys? Whether it's a fist bump, it's meeting and greeting. Griffin, Andrew, Seamus, you guys know me. Half an hour, 1 hour before the game. Where's Aztec Gino, guys? Aztec Gino is outside TD Garden in front of that Reebok statue, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Meeting and greeting, fist bumping. Guys, kids come up to me. Everyone, old, young, they all come up to me to take photos, guys. Right? I'm fist bumping. Sometimes they're giving me tips. I said, no, I don't need a tip. I feel so honored and privileged to take this photo with you. It's not about me, guys. It's about the best fans in the NBA, guys. So that is, to me, the goal of the maybe leader, or just bringing Celtics, guys, is a community. We are family. We are brotherhood, guys. Come on, guys. You guys know this.
We are.
If I could just interrupt.
I don't know any other fan base, by the way, or any other team that has a fan series like this going on. I really don't.
Awesome.
Are the Sacramento Kings, the Toronto Raptors, the Phoenix Suns, the Washington Wizards, the Lakers? Do the Lakers have a fan series? I don't believe they do.
Lakers.
But I was going to ask about, you talked about the.
And if I could just say one thing.
I was going to ask you.
If I could just say one thing, just kind of because it's right in this moment. Like when I was younger, and when I would go to Celtics games, I would actually see, honestly, God, I'd see you, Aztec, I'd see Miss Celtics Rise, and just that little extra Celtics energy, and just seeing you guys show that passion, it created this atmosphere at the Garden that was just something different, and it was honestly surreal when I went to that watch party, GRDs. And I saw all you guys in person, and I was able to interact with you guys. Like, I didn't think it just didn't seem real. And I was just so grateful for that opportunity. So it really is true. Like, you actually have made impact on.
If I could say something coming from you, that means a lot, because you are a fan first. When we hear from you guys saying you appreciate all the hard, because it's a lot, it's a sacrifice, guys. But why do we do it? Because we want to give back. Celtics is all about community. It's all about giving back, guys. And coming from you, I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you so much.
I mean it. Yeah. And yeah, so obviously,
No, you are
speaking about community,
definitely a celebrity in the Celtics community. I mean, from miles away. I mean, from halfway across I'm sitting here in the middle of America, and I'm telling you right now, I'm a little starstruck that you're even on our program because you're somebody that I've seen for years and years and years and years. I'm going, we get to talk to him personal right now, which it's always a blessing and of course a complete honor to have you in here. But I did want to ask, we've seen you at games for years and years and years. How does the fan experience differ from, say, back in the 2000s opposed to and compared to today? How does the fan series, not fan series, we're doing the fan series right now. The fan experience, how does the fan experience differ between back in the 2000s or even before that to today?
No, well, first of all, thanks for saying that. I appreciate it. And again, it's an honor and privilege to be on this fan series. Like I said, you guys are doing a great job. So we do appreciate you guys giving back. But let's just focus on that wonderful question. The Celtics fan base has grown, guys. When I first started in it, was I seeing fans from Australia? Was I seeing fans from New Zealand? Was I seeing fans from South Africa? Guys, this fan base has grown, guys. So yeah, when I first was going out there hyping the best fans in the NBA in 2008, the fan base has grown so large, guys. Griffin, you guys know this. Seamus, you guys know the fan base now. It has exploded all over. They love the Celtics and they see what's so special about this fan base. And this fan base continues to grow, guys. And it's podcasts like these are just going to enhance the fan base and make more people or more fans become Celtics fans.
Well, I tell you what, too, we just had not too long ago a guy from the UK, Kevin Luhunt. I think that's how you say his last name again. But he was all the way from London. So
from France. Wasn't he from France?
Wow. France. My bad. Sorry. I got London mixed up, but France, you're right. Sorry. Thank you for correcting me on that one, Seamus. But I have to ask a question too for you, Aztec, and I swear we're gonna just be giving you your flowers the whole time and appreciate you coming on here because again, you've been a guy that I've seen at games and it's just so surreal to have you on the podcast again. So we're just gonna be giving you compliments left and right.
The pleasure is guys. I appreciate you guys reaching out to me, guys.
No, totally. But my question is, and it's kind of piggybacking from my original question, but what is your work going into making your costume and, suiting up every day? How long is that process to get, in all your attire? And then it's a kind of a two-part question because you already mentioned you go by the Red Auerbach statue and greet fans. Do you have a pregame routine that you do every day? We've talked about I think the caveman, he goes up Causeway and goes right up that way.
Causeway, sure.
Yeah. Do you have a routine? And what does your routine look like getting into your outfit, costume? And what's your routine on a game day? What does that look like?
So, Griffin, what a great question. So it's a routine, guys. And the routine is it takes a while to put this, excuse my language, kick-ass costume on. Put the glitter on, guys. Right, so the ritual is it takes up to half an hour to 1 hour to get dressed. By the way, I live in Everett. I'm close to the casino. So luckily, I'm not too bad from TD Garden, guys. Anyway, it takes about half an hour to put the glitter on. Obviously, for the playoffs, I put more glitter on. I do this. Obviously, that's part of the get-up. I have to do the face paint here too, guys. And then once I'm dressed, I arrive at TD. Don't forget, the Red Bull, guys. That's a secret. It's not that I'm already hyped already to meet and greet the best fans in the NBA, but you need a little boost. So to me, guys, Seamus, Andrew, Griffin, I need a Red Bull.
We were talking about this before. Yeah. I go with the water route.
Yeah, you guys.
With the coffee. You go with the Red Bull.
It's whatever works. So then I always do my best to get there at least half an hour to 1 hour before the game because it's all about meeting and greeting, right? So, I should know the street in front of, is that Causeway Street? Causeway Street?
Yes.
Yeah. So from the time I'm walking on Causeway Street, I pass like the greatest bar down on that side. The harp is too high. But I go in front of the statue and for half an hour to 45 minutes, I'm meeting and greeting the fans. I'm posing with photos. I'm fist bumping. I'm high-fiving. I'm telling everyone welcome, to the home of the 18-time world champions. And I'm just hyping the fans, guys. That's what I do, guys. I hype the best fans in the NBA. So, this whole thing about giving back, just like you guys are giving back with this excellent podcast, Aztec Gino is giving back to the fans too. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the best fans in the NBA, guys.
And how did your entire routine exactly start? Because nowadays, obviously, people come up to you and take pictures, and you're very much like a celebrity within the Celtics community. You're out there at TD
Well, I
Garden, people
appreciate that.
know who you are. But how did that routine exactly start? Because we were talking to fake Jaylen Brown a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of months ago now, and he was saying how he just went to Celtics games regularly, and sometimes people would point him out, but then all of a sudden it became this huge thing where people recognize him, want to take pictures with him, and he's his own celebrity in his own right, just like you are. How did that exactly start? How did you notice people want to take pictures with me now? Oh, people notice me now. Oh, I'm a person of stature now within this community. How did that routine exactly start, and how did it, go downhill the way it's gone downhill to where it is today?
No, well, great question. So the thing is, it's all about your brand, right? Because guys, it takes time to build your brand, right? So, when I first started in 2008, it wasn't a professional costume done by Wendy Matthews. Shout out to Wendy Matthews, my costume designer from ISO Creations. She's the one that says, listen, Gino, you need to take it up to the next level. So she went and took my old costume, guys, and completely redesigned it, right? Because if I'm going out there to hype the best fans in the NBA, obviously you want to play the part, right? You want to look good there, so the fans come up to you and say, wow, look at this guy. This guy is different. This guy is going all out to entertain the fan. But getting about that thing about branding is then you have to think now about innovation, right? What can I do to keep this brand at the top? You guys know. You guys always looking for ideas. So then just to give you an example, in 2013, then, when unfortunately we had that tragic bombing, that's why it says, you know what, in tribute to those, who died, I always change my brand to Boston Strong. And I've never changed it since, right? So that's just another example about changing my brand. And then, I introduced like the glitter. I started to add the glitter. I started to add this also. I'm always looking for ways to see how I could change up my appearance for the fans, because at the end of the day, I'm thinking, what can I do that the fans would appreciate more about these unofficial mascots of the Boston Celtics?
Have you ever gone down a route of creating something before that you look back on and went, I don't know about that look, right? Because we've seen you with a couple different looks over time. You've been at Red Sox games.
I was just gonna
ask, right? Right. But have you ever had a look where you went, that's just not it. I have to change it to something else here. Obviously, you've always been within the Aztec brand, but has there been a look within that you're going, I don't know about that?
Well, great question, right? We all bleed green, right? So at the end of the day, I'll always come back to the green. But, coming from Trinidad and Tobago, I will have different costumes. You nailed it a minute ago. In 2013, Banner, the Bearded Brothers, I was making special appearances for the Red Sox. And I went and designed this red costume. And, for the Red Sox when they won that World Series. But at the end of the day, I always come back to the green and to the Celtics. The Celtics will always be my love, and I always do my best, for the fans.
Well, I want to add on to that, and then you could go, Andrew. But you and I were talking, and we still need to go to a Red Sox game.
Oh,
because I know we were talking about that. But what is your
Portland Sea Dogs game, Griffin? Come on, Celtics night
tomorrow.
Come on, Celtics night. You've been the biggest promoter of that.
Really? I know you have been.
Yeah, I time out really quick. Everyone, if you are watching this podcast, make sure to attend Celtics night tomorrow night at Havelock Field, 6 p.m. It's going to be great. The Larry O'Brien Trophy is going to be there, and yours truly will be out on the field.
Okay, okay.
And maybe I got it. You know what, you guys? I'm doing it all wrong. I really need to promote the Sea Dogs tonight because
Oh, man, look at this.
Celtics.
He's staying
So,
ready.
Make sure to attend Celtics night, everyone, tomorrow. Gotta go
Guys,
see the Larry O'Brien trophy.
Andrew Seamus, we might have to make an appearance.
I'll be there. I will be there tomorrow.
Yeah, let me know.
Mhm.
Yeah, we got to. Andrew will be there. Seamus is out in St. Louis right now. Seamus, are you making the flight? Coming to
Well,
Celtics?
I'd have to make the flight tomorrow morning. If anybody wants to set up a GoFundMe real quick, go throw $300 at a ticket. We could do that, but it's just about finding the money on the ground in the couches, right? You know, you go through the couches. Maybe there's a couple $100 in there, and then I'm up there in Portland for the day. So
you got to. No, but go ahead, Andrew. Sorry, I was a little side.
I just think like just having this conversation, you know, we're just flowing with it, and it's a community, and I'm going up to see Griffin at Celtics night. Other people are going up there to spend time together with the Celtics. It's like, can you speak on how being involved in the Celtics community has just impacted your life and just giving you purpose and giving you new friends and different people around you that maybe you wouldn't have met before if you didn't become Aztec Gino or go to Celtics games or have that fandom?
Great question.
And how has that impacted you?
Yeah, that's a wonderful question. And you're right. You know, like we said, when you guys asked, when Seamus asked me the question earlier about the difference when you first started and now, it's how the fan base has expanded and how the community keeps growing, Andrew. So to me, I always look forward to meeting and greeting. You never know. You go to a Celtics game, guys. Who you going to meet, guys?
No, it's
You
real.
might meet someone famous, Andrew Seamus, Griffin, or you might just meet someone else. But, you know, there's nothing like going to the Celtics game and, you know, experiencing the ambience. You talk about the ambience, you know, the experience of going there and meeting and greeting, making new friends. So to me, Andrew, that's what's important. It's about, I don't know who I'm going to meet. I don't know who's going to, you know, when they snap that photo at halftime, when, oh, by the way, you guys know this, at halftime, all of the super fans get together. Because remember, the super fans, we're close, right? I call them like my partners in crime, whatever you want to call them. You know, we all band together. You know, people say there's a rivalry. There's no rivalry, guys. Each of us have our own brand, our own way of meeting and greeting the best fans in the NBA. So what do? Halftime, they know, all of the fans know where to meet us so we can meet and greet and take photos, guys. Because I keep telling you guys about giving back, right? We look forward to doing that. And they love that and they appreciate that.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. And it just, for me and for everyone, it just seems it gives them another place to go where they feel part of something bigger themselves and can use it to their advantage, but also just feel part of something. So it's awesome. And you talked about just briefly the garden and the energy and the ambiance of it, you know. Can you speak on that and some of your favorite, like your best feeling, or like what stands out from the garden from other arenas across the country and in the NBA? Because there's something special about being in the garden, whether it's because we won or that history, you just kind of get the chills when you walk in. And it's like that for the rest of the night.
So that's actually a great question, because you guys know what it is all about. Nothing like going into a Celtics home game, guys. Starts from the outside, fans are all hyped. From the time you go into the arena, now it's a different experience, right? You know, Andrew, Seamus, Griffin, Jumbotron. Who doesn't love to be on the Jumbotron, guys? Even us, you know, we love it when they put the super GRD. Caveman Cosme, Superfan Bree, Aztec Gino, Mr. Celtics Nation, Nate Dogg. Each of us have our own moves. The fans are looking for the super fans on the Jumbotron, guys. Aztec Gino with the Aztec Shuffler. Nate Dogg pointing, guys. You know, Mr. Celtics Nation with his shuffler. We all have our moves. But to answer Andrew's question, playoff time, Andrew. They take it up. Guys, you know that. You've been to a playoff game. Yeah, we already loud and we obnoxious and we crazy and we booing and we cussing out LeBron and whoever is there, guys. But playoffs come, guys. Oh, man, you don't want to come into TD Garden. You know what I mean? Yeah, but not to go off thing. Are we allowed to talk about the New York fans? Oh, man, guys,
We
Oh,
go ahead, go
Guys,
ahead.
I'm
you
sorry.
can talk about the New York fans. Go for it.
Guys, Andrew, Griffin, Seamus, it was bad. Guys, they are the most obnoxious fans in the NBA, guys. Those guys are bad guys.
Yeah.
And they got bragging rights when unfortunately, they knocked off out Jason Tatum goes off. You know what I mean? But when you talk about us being like the how should I say, the bar for the fans, it's the Boston fans, guys. Because when those New York fans were getting on so obnoxious and chastising us, guys, our fans kept cool, guys. And you know what I mean? You saw it, guys. So that's
Yeah.
why we kept our cool and we didn't stoop at their level. And for that,
Yeah,
I
not a lot
I
of
appreciate our
retaliation.
fans more, Andrew.
Yeah, no.
Definitely not a lot of retaliation, and just I think there's been a couple times where the Celtics have been struggling, or they've hit some bumps in the road, but for the most part, the Celtics community, at least in my eyes, is always very, very consistent in being fans. They stay on that road, and they always give them the love no matter the circumstance, and they're always picking them up and rooting them for them to turn it around. So I think the Celtics nation is very, very strong together, and they're not fair weather fans, as you phrased it earlier.
You nailed it.
Mhm.
No fair weather fans in Boston, guys.
Mhm.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have a question too, Aztec. I wanted to ask, and it's again kind of a two-parter. So my first question is, and then I'll ask you another one. Are you attending, 41 of the home games during a regular season, or are you going to like skipping a couple, go to some, and then playoffs you're going to all of them? How does that kind of work out? Are you going to all home games, or what are you doing along those lines?
All right, so that's a great question. So I'm actually a half a season, guys. So rather than the 41 home games, because it's tough, guys. I have a full-time job. I'm an IT professional. Aztec Gino by night, as IT professional by day, because I have to pay for those expensive tickets, guys.
Oh, they're
Yeah, I'm half a
expensive.
season, but I do my best. I make the sacrifice, guys. I try to go during the week, obviously, and then on weekends. I love the Friday night and weekend games, right? Who doesn't like those weekend games, guys? That place goes crazy. But come playoff time, you don't have a choice. It's all hands on deck for playoffs, right, guys? Everyone has to. During the weekends, who cares? Everyone's looking for me. And luckily, as Andrew knows, GRD hosts those watch parties. So because of that, guys, I'm very fortunate to go with the other super fans, because GRD will say, hey, guys, we have a chat. We have a super fan chat. Guys, you guys come into this, the fans will be there. And Andrew knows we do our best to support GRD to go to those watch parties, because being a half a season, I don't get to go to all of the playoff games. I go to half, right, guys? So because of that, I'm looking for the opportunity to go to the watch parties for the away games or even a home game, so I could meet and greet the best fans in the NBA.
Yeah, and I have another question too, and you already kind of mentioned how long you've been a Celtic super fan for. So, in your earlier days, how has the Celtics fan base kind of changed over time? Have you obviously said they kind of keep their cool more so than Knicks fans, who are just, we don't even got to talk about that because you guys already know. But how has Celtics community kind of changed? Have we became more rowdy and held people to a higher expectation, or where along those lines would you say Celtics community has changed over time?
Well, like I said, I think, they're growing, right? Remember I said that earlier. To me, the
Yes.
Celtics community is expanding. Didn't you say earlier you interviewed someone from France? You said that, right?
All
Yeah,
over the
Seamus,
world. All
Andrew.
over the
Yeah.
world.
So to me, back when I started in 2008, the fan base was not as big. But because we have the best fan base in the NBA, fans are seeing that from all over the world, and they want to join our fan base, guys, because they realize it's something special, that we really care about our team, and we are family, we are community, we are brotherhood. And they see that. You become a member of the Celtics community. We treat you like family, guys. It's like Aztec Gino and the other super fans. Why are we taking photos with all of the fans at halftime? Why am I out there with Mr. Celtics Nation meeting and greeting the best fans in the NBA before games, guys? Because I feel given back and I'm obligated and I'm looking for the opportunity to give them a memorable experience. Like I told you guys earlier, it's all about giving the fans a memorable experience.
And speaking of memorable experiences, the Celtics and the entirety of Celtics Nation had quite the memorable experience about a year ago from this point when the Celtics finally won Banner 18, winning the 2024 title. What was your experience in viewing that 2024 title run?
Oh, man, that was surreal, guys. I mean, how many years? Help me out. 2008, do the math, to 2024, 16. How many years we wait? 16? Andrew. Griffin, 16, right? I mean,
16 years.
Wow, guys, 16 years to bring a title to Boston, guys. I mean, I can't describe that in words. You're giving me goosebumps, guys. I mean, that was like unbelievable to wait so long, guys. I mean, that was like the climbing the mountain.
Well,
you know what I mean? I mean, that was it, guys. I mean, we waited 16 years for that. You know, it was like
you're giving me chills too right now. He said climbing the mountain.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it felt
like.
Tomorrow when I see the Larry, I'm just gonna get chills again. I'm gonna be like, oh
yeah, well, guys, that was the end. And I don't know if you have time to talk. You know, the unicorn is gone. They traded help me. They broke up that team obviously because
Holiday.
Guys, I was a big fan of Drew Holiday, guys. I mean, that guy's made that banner. Yeah, that guy's played awesome defense, guys. I made some memorable stops, guys. You know, but I mean, I understand what it is. Now we have a new, I call him the $6 billion man, the new owner, guys. Yeah, the $6 billion man.
Yeah. Bill Chisholm. Yep. Bill Chisholm.
Yeah, local guy, right? So that's good, guys. Local guy. And, love Brad Stevens, I feel Brad Stevens will always do what's best for the team. But, at the end of the day, I mean, hopefully Tatum is coming back. We don't know when, but I'm looking at next year as more like a retooling year, guys.
Yes. That's what we've been saying in this program.
I'm thinking about retooling. I'm thinking we have Tatum, Brown coming back from his meniscus tear, D. White, Peyton Pritchard. We still have Hauser, right?
Yes.
Hauser still there. So I want to think we still have a good core. What's going on with Al Horford? Is he still with us?
Al Horford, unfortunately, not right now. But
to be fair, we don't know what's going on with him. Could still retire, but it seems like it seems like it's either retirement or the Warriors for Al Horford. I'm hoping there's some Shams notification a month from now that says Al Horford is re-signed with the Celtics, and we all get to have a little party for a night, right?
I know.
We got Al back, but
we could go with the Aztec shuffle. We go with the Aztec shuffle.
No kidding, Seamus. It will be great because he's a leader, guys. He's one of our leaders. And I forgot the other. Help me out. Who's the other center, guys?
Luke Cornett, who is
he left. Call the other guy, his backup.
Namias Keita.
Thank you very much. Yeah. I mean, they need to groom that guy.
I know. That's a main guy. Saw him up in Maine, I got to say.
Okay. All right. But
it's good.
But like I said, guys, I think we're retooling next year.
Totally.
We're just retooling.
And may I say, that's what we've said a lot on this program as well. But I have to, sorry, Seamus, you go right after this, but I have a question too. Just kind of going back to the championship. How has the champion, all right, so you witnessed 2008, and then you obviously witnessed 2024. How does 2008 differ from 2024, and what were the experiences like? And you could kind of mention this one too. What one did you enjoy witnessing more, if you had to say?
Oh man, all right, so that I guess they both have memories, right? So we had one in 1986 with Larry Legend, and then we waited all those years to lift Banner 17 with 2008. So one thing I always remember, I ran after that duck boat, guys. I ran after that duck boat, guys, from City Hall, right? When they first assembled, or was it TD Garden? All I remember, there's a photo of me somewhere on Getty Image, if you Google it, with Aztec Gino in 2008, right? Running after that parade, guys. That's all I remember. Running through Boston, trying to keep up with the duck boat. Hour, maybe half 1 hour, right? And then it ended Copley Square, if I'm not mistaken, guys, in 2008. Now flip it now for 2024. Now I was outside with Nate Dogg and guy with green hair. You guys know him, standing outside one of the bars right by Hap, lined up there to see all of the players coming with the duck boats and throwing champagne, right? So that one, unfortunately, I didn't run after the duck boats because to answer your question, I think more fans came out, guys, and you guys could correct me if I'm wrong. That city was crazy for 2024, guys. Everywhere you turn, guys, rooftops all over the place, people were celebrating, guys. That 2024 parade was unbelievable, guys. Nothing against the 2008 parade, which I enjoyed. But to me, on a scale, I think more people came out, Griffin, for that 2024 parade.
yeah.
You guys,
I was there. I was
Yeah,
there.
all the way from Maine.
there you
Yeah.
go, Andrew,
And I
Seamus.
think-
Yeah,
And I think part of that too is, like you said, they actually climbed the mountain. You know what I mean? Like, we witnessed Tatum, Jaylen Brown, all these
right.
guys grow. And so this championship, at least in my eyes, it was kind of a different feeling because it took, or it at least felt like took more building, took a lot more ups and downs than per se 2008, where they just kind of built that team together and went on. That's kind of how I see it. So I see where you're coming from. Do you have any like specific memories from the 2024 parade that stands out to you, like a favorite player or a favorite moment?
Oh man, oh geez. Well, let me see. I don't know. I just enjoyed it because they were just throwing champagne, because I was there when they came out from TD Garden and the crowd just erupted. So I would think it's from the time they made, because like people were waiting, how many years? 16 years to see this moment, guys. And when those trucks fired up, getting boost comps again, guys. When those trucks fired up and they started to roll, guys, you guys should have been there to experience it, guys. It was so surreal, guys, to see how everyone just went crazy, guys. And Joe Mazzulla, Al Horford, Jaylen Brown, JT, you know what I mean? Just to see it right there. There was no need for me to run after the duck boats, Andrew, like 2008. From the time they fired up the duck boats and they rolled out from TD Garden, that was a culmination of 16 years of hard work. And just to follow up on what Andrew said earlier, Tatum and Brown, you guys know, went to the Eastern, Conference Finals so many years, and they were just like missing it, guys. And then, when D White came, Unicorn came, it was like the final pieces to the puzzle, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I wanted to add on too. 08, it was almost like that championship happened out of nowhere because the season before, the team didn't even make the playoffs. And then all of a sudden they're winning the championship the next season. Whereas the 2024 title, as you guys are alluding to, there was a definitive buildup of failures, not quite getting to the finals, but almost getting there, or even getting to the finals in 2022 and not winning it.
Right.
And then, of course, in 2024, they finally break through. And that's why that championship, which I'm sure you guys, I mean, you're talking about it right now, you guys can attest to, that championship was just a little more special, at least, I mean, recency bias wise. Obviously, we're sitting here in 2025 talking about the 2024 title, but that championship was ultra special given the history behind it. But looking at all the history the Celtics have had, there are many members in Celtics Nation, in the Celtics community, whether inside the organization or out, that are faces within the community holding different positions. There are quite a few photos of you out there meeting a lot of these people and prominent people, whether players, former players, executives. But there's a particular photo I want to talk about. And it's a photo of you on the TD Garden floor with Mike Zarin, Tommy Heinzen, Satch Sanders, and Steve Pagliuca, who just bought the Connecticut Sun. Tell me the background of what went down for you to appear in that photo.
Oh man, so that's a great photo. Seamus is sending me back in time, guys. So hold on. That had to be like 2011 or Mike Zarin, right? 2012, the great Tommy Heinsohn By the way, guys, Tommy Hudson gave me a Tommy point, guys. Tommy,
That's
right? God
awesome.
bless Tommy. But no, that photo, I think when you back in the day, I was again a half a season ticket holder. And the Celtics organization always organizes a lot of events for their season ticket holders. So what they did is I think they had some of the Celtics leadership or owners speaking after the game. I can't remember exactly the location, Seamus. And then after the game, they invited us to come on the floor and take a photo with them. Hence, Mike Zarin, Tommy Hudson. Who's the other one in that photo? Remind me.
We had Satch Sanders
Zach Sanders,
and then who's the other
Tommy,
one I
Mike
mentioned? We
Zarin,
had
and
Satch Sanders.
Steve Pagliocca.
Yeah. Steve
Yeah,
Pagliuca.
yeah. So that
Yep.
so that photo, like I said, could have been 2011, 2012, after they spoke, to the fans or the what you call the season ticket holders. Then they invited us to take the photo. That I treasure that photo. I printed that photo out and I framed it, guys.
Oh, that's a great one to frame. I gotta
That's
say
awesome.
the one that's
Guys.
available. It's available on the internet. The internet version is
Yeah.
ultra 4K HD. I mean, it's a photo anybody could print out and put on their wall. How good it is on the internet. I could imagine yourself being in that photo. I mean, that's a great photo to have. But there are some more great photos of yourself out there. One in particular, you next to a Christmas tree next to Shaq, who's ironically taller than that Christmas tree in the photo. But tell us a little bit about the background on that photo and you and Shaq.
All right, so that's actually interesting. So back in the day, obviously you guys know about the greatest bar. So what has happened is Shaq after the game went to the greatest bar to take photos with the fans. So what I did is, the greatest bar, they love it when Aztec Gino, Nate Dogg, Mr. Celtics Nation, we come there to hype the fans, especially after a win or lose. We don't care, guys. Lose, we still going to the greatest bar or we going to the Hop to meet and greet the fans, right? Anyway, Shaq happened to be there. So then, I went, there's a line. So I wait like everyone. And then obviously I take the photo with him. The thing I have to say about that photo is everyone who looks at it, they always say, Gino, you're short.
I gotta say, Shaq. I think everybody looks a little short next to Shaq. It's only the true aliens of the world, the Yao Mings, the Victor Wembanyama's, right? They look big next to Shaq. Everybody else, I mean, we're all little midgets next to Shaq. I mean, that's just the reality.
Seamus, I need to pull this one up for us. I got to. This
Well,
one.
no, we'll pull it up post
I just
production.
have to show.
There you go. No, it'll be on screen, Griffin. It'll be on screen. So
So this guy's like 7'1" or 7'2", guys.
Perfect.
How tall is Shaq? Yeah.
Griffin, I gotta say, it'll be up on screen for people to see.
Well, on my end for Celtics Nation Rise, we're gonna post this right after. So I just had to show them really quick for everyone.
For Griffin's own sanity. For Griffin's own sanity.
You gotta just check it out. That's
wow.
great. That's great.
That's crazy. I feel like Shaq seems like obviously he has a great personality. He's a superstar and in many facets, TV and on the court. How was that interaction with him? Just can you describe it? Did he treat you well? Was he good? Like, how was he in person?
Oh no, but we all know Andrew. Shaq is humorous, right? You guys ever deal with Shaq?
Oh, for sure. Hilarious.
Yeah. Shaq is, Shaq could like turn it on and turn it off. Like he gives you this look and then he's serious, but then he's just kidding with you, right? Mm-hmm. So I remember, when I went up to him, he said, okay, he was cool. You know what I mean? And I think he put his arm around me, right? He put his heavy, arm around me. I was like, wow, this guy is heavy.
Well,
this guy put his hand around me, Andrew. This guy weighed like a ton, guys.
Yeah. That reminds me of when I was when I was younger. My dad got like a pass while I was on the court when they ran out in the layup lines, and KG was running out, and he gave me a high five.
Oh yeah,
but he was so low, he like hit my arm, and I felt that because KG's strong, and I was like, jeez, because he went so low and hit my arm. It's just like those guys are freak of nature. I mean, just that's why they're where they are. But no, I can relate.
Yeah, the big ticket. It's like following up on Seamus when he spoke about that 2018 when we had that big three guys with Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett. Guys, I honestly feel if Garnett didn't go down in 2009, you guys know your history. That team was built, guys, to win like 2 or 3 championships, right? And then in 2010, Perkins goes down. Yes or wrong? Right, guys? Remember?
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, if we didn't have those injuries, that team would have won more championships.
Well,
Those are the little margins, I'll say, in basketball. It's usually every year you see teams don't make it to that mountaintop because of that. Because those little margins right
because
there.
one key player goes down, and then that's it, guys.
Well, Aztec, I want to ask, going back to the Shaq picture really quick. Was this during his time with the Celtics or not? Because he looks in better shape than he did with the Celtics. When was this in his career?
No, so that's actually interesting. So remind me again, guys. When did Shaq play with the Celtics? He took that photo while he was with the Celtics.
So that would have been 2010, 2012.
All right.
Or
I was going to
2011.
say, because it would be a little weird.
Right.
You might felt some type of way if he was with the Lakers and you're like, oh.
No.
Shaq,
Like,
I don't know if
he was making, because like I said, Shaq is humorous. When Shaq was playing with the Celtics, nothing against Shaq. I think he knew he was at the end of his twilight career. And he was making appearances all over Boston, guys. He went to Harvard Square and was posing like a statue. You guys remember this? Andrew?
Yeah. I don't actually, but that's hilarious.
He went to Harvard Square and he's like posing like a statue and he sat still for like an hour.
That's great.
And people, Seamus were taking photos with him. So Shaq, to me, he was coming to the end of his, his distinguished career, when he came to Boston. And then he wasn't even fully healthy, to be honest.
No,
I think he had some injuries, to be honest.
Yeah, a lot.
He was creeping up on the end of his career, but I need to ask you another popular question we have on here, Aztec, is tell me, so who is your favorite Celtics player of all time? And then who is your current favorite Celtics player? If you had to choose, there's so many great options.
Man, look at this. This is like a money question. So you guys know the history of the Boston Celtics. Then we could talk about that dominant team with Bill Russell. Then I told you guys about the 80s when we had Larry Legend winning those 3 championships. Then we have the captain, guys. Who could not love the captain, guys? Paul Pierce, big ticket, KG, and then, of course, Ray Allen. And then spin it to the current now, JT. But that's an easy answer to me. When I look at all those great players of the Boston Celtics, someone who always stands out is Larry Legend, guys. I don't know why I love Larry Legend. Something about this guy. He wasn't like the most powerful, 6'9" player, but, he could rebound, he could pass, 3 championships, Dream Team, Hall of Famer. What else am I missing, guys? So many accolades Larry Bird got. So,
Gold medalist.
Oh man, did I say Dream Team? Sorry.
No, you said Dream Team.
Dream Team, guys.
I was thinking Tatum gold medalist for some reason.
No, we'll get to Tatum in a minute. But believe it or not, Tatum is not my favorite player of my current team. Hold that thought. But I'll tell you, but Larry Legend, guys, so many accolades, 3-point contest, guys. 3-point, but 3 times,
with
guys.
The jacket on.
Andrew, 3 times, man. What? Yeah.
With the jacket on.
3 times, Seamus. Yeah, so Larry Legend, definitely one of my top favorite players. Now, when you think about the current players, we have JT, we have Jalen Brown, but the guy who I love the most, guys, D. White, guys. I love D. White.
I love that.
Something about I call D. White the X Factor. Someone had interviewed me before the Celtics run this year, and they said, Who's the key player, the X Factor? I said, what kind of question is that? It's D. White. When D. White, so I look at the Celtics. The Celtics isn't a big 2, guys. The Celtics is a big 3. JT, Jalen Brown, and D. White. I don't know how many people give D. White accolades, but I'm a big fan of D. White. So if you ask me of my current crop, who is my favorite player, guys? Definitely D. White.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, and ultimately too, with all of the players we've seen go through Celtic Nation, we've had just so many great guys come through and make their mark in one way or the other, right? Even a guy like Isaiah Thomas, he was only with the Celtics for 2.5 seasons, but his impact was very large and went beyond those 2.5 seasons. Are there players in the past that you think of that aren't thought of within the conversations of the legends who maybe like a Derek White, right? Where people might not remember him as a part of the big three, right? But he's very much as impactful as a third member of a big three. Are there any players you can remember in Celtics history that came through the TD Garden that maybe didn't receive the recognition of their true impact?
Well, Seamus, that's a great question because, there's a name for those players, right? You call them role players. Because as you guys know, the Celtics went up, hoisted 18 banners, guys, without the role players. You nailed it. What did Isaiah Thomas, I'm so sorry that his career, he didn't spend more time with the Boston Celtics, guys. Remember his sister died? And remember he still played, guys. Remember they knocked his teeth out, Seamus, and the guy still played. What did you look good. Don't worry.
I know every time a Celtic player gets their tooth knocked out, I'm going, hey, join the club. Join the club here. Join the club. Every single time. Derek White, Isaiah Thomas, Jaylen Brown, all three of them have lost a front tooth before.
Yeah. But what did Isaiah Thomas used to do in the fourth quarter? He used to do something. He used to say, like, help me out, guys. He used to do something.
The basketball a lot, that's for sure.
No, guys. He used to take
King
over
of the fourth? He was the king. Right?
This is where I feel like Damian Lillard kind of stole this over time.
Yeah,
this is what Isaiah Thomas used to do.
That's it.
His fourth quarter time.
Thank you very much. You know your hoop, Seamus. He used to do that 4 times. But then when you talk about, now you're testing me because when you think about all the role players because the Celtics went up hoisted Cedric Maxwell, guys. Cedric Maxwell, didn't he win 6th Man of the Year? He won one of those. He won 6th Man of the Year. Help me out, guys. Didn't he win 6 or MVP? He won
Finals MVP.
Yeah, there you go, guys. Cedric
81,
Maxwell.
81, he won Finals MVP, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
I think he's correct. Andrew Seamus, is he correct?
Yeah.
I think he's correct.
We're getting the confirmation. We'll also Cedric Maxwell, another member of the Celtics community, right? Still very much involved in the Celtics community.
Definitely, yeah.
Gotta come on this program. As for his accolades, he did win Finals MVP.
81. You called it, Seamus. You called it.
So let's see. Cedric Maxwell, he won Finals MVP in 1981.
There you
He
go.
did not win 6th Man of the Year, but he did win 2 championships, 81, 84, as we all know. But that's it. He retired. Number 31 retired by the Celtics. And I mean, obviously there are a lot of career accolades when it comes to statistics, but no 6th Man of the Year, but Finals MVP.
Yeah, so that
one would argue that's just,
Yeah, well, I guess I got it mixed up. But
but
hopefully
no, that's kind of
but Seamus, I'm gonna hit you another one. I think he won 6th Man of the Year. Andrew, Griffin, back me up. Bill Walton, guys.
86.
Bill Walton.
86.
Andrew, did he win 6th Man of the Year?
Yeah, he did, right? Yeah, he did.
I believe in 1986 he won 6th Man of the Year, if I'm not mistaken. Right? We got
there you go. 86.
Yep.
NBA 6th Man of the Year, 1986 for Bill Walton. So there you go.
So when we talk about role players, there we go. And another one, last one I'll throw at you. Defensive Player of the Year. Sad to have seen him. I thought they would have brought him back, guys. Who am I talking about? Marcus Smart, guys.
Smart. Now with the Lakers.
Just crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
The fakers.
Yeah. The fakers.
The fakers, guys.
How do you feel about Smart going to the Lakers?
I don't know about that, guys. Yeah, Andrew.
Or are you just kind of like indifferent, or?
I just wish he had come, but why didn't they bring him back? I'm sure he would have come back, guys. Obviously, I don't want to see that guy wearing a Fakers or Lakers. They are arch rivals, guys. It's like, a Red Sox player going to the Yankees.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's just like the same. It's like the same thing, guys. It's like one of our players going to the Knicks I mean, how would you feel, guys? But anyway, Maka smart, guys. Left it all on the court. Seamus, one of my, role players, as we have that card. Those championships would not have been possible without the role players, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if Andrew and Seamus, you guys wanted to ask a closing question as we get ready.
I was going to extend the role player conversation because we were talking a lot about sixth men of the year. The Celtics, 2 sixth men of the year recently, Malcolm Brogdon in 2023, and then of course Peyton Pritchard this past season in 2025. You met Peyton Pritchard. That's another photo out there circulating around the internet of you and Peyton Pritchard. What was that experience like meeting Peyton Pritchard?
I love Peyton Pritchard. That guy is the most humblest guy. You guys thought Andrew was humbler? Wait till you guys meet Peyton Pritchard, man. I mean, Andrew, that guy, Seamus, that guy is so humble. It's like, I love it when I see a superstar that's given back to the community. You guys see all the work Jalen Brown is doing in the offseason, right? Kudos to Jalen Brown, But Peyton Pritchard, it was like, it was a watch party. Marlon, he organized it. And, he had some of the super fans come to do like a photo shoot with Peyton Pritchard. And this guy is so approachable, guys. He signed. Who's that, guys?
That's
Pritchard.
Obviously, we're prepared. We had the marker, guy with green hair, Mr. Celtics Nation, Nate Dogg. We were prepared, guys. So he had the marker. So it's like, I call him Fast PP, but now they call him Pritch Please. But for some reason, I call him Fast PP. I don't know where he got that name from. Fast PP.
I know, that was, he has so many nicknames.
Yeah,
Fast PP is funny.
He said, yeah, sure, Bam Bam. Guy was so approachable, so humble, guys. And what a pleasure it was to meet Fast PP or Pritch Please.
Well, I have to say, too, we'll definitely have to have my friend on this podcast, but I'll save the story for him, but he met him at a bar in the Cape and bought Pritchard a drink, and he said how humble he was. So that's a story for another time, but I've heard great things about Pritchard.
I think a story that I don't want to pass up, and you showed the Tommy Points necklace. You said he gave it to you? That's how it happened? Can you tell us that story? Because I think that's like a gem I don't want to miss.
No. So it's like so fun. You guys sending me down memory lane with all these unforgettable memories, and I appreciate the opportunity to reflect on these memories with you guys, because being a fan since 2008, when I have the opportunity to tell you about Aztec Gino and all these special moments, it touches me, and I appreciate you guys letting me talk about it. But to answer that one, so there's actually a video. If you go to YouTube, I have a YouTube channel. Andrew, if you Google Aztec Gino gets a Tommy Point. It was my older outfit, right? So what it was, I was there with my cousin, Begum. I took her to a game and her friend. And then what happened is, I think I was just like waving and doing like that. And then, he was with the great Mike Gorman, because you remember Mike Gorman and Tommy used to call games, guys. So then Mike Gorman says, oh, look at that. Mike Gorman says, give him a Tommy Point. It's Mike Gorman who said that, guys. So the video is circulating there somewhere. If you go to my YouTube channel, and he does say Aztec Gino gets a Tommy Point. Anyway, so then before the games, they were given, guys, this is so old because now it's NBC Sports. Guys, this thing says Comcast Sportsnet. Before it was renamed. Andrew, this could be like 10, 12 years old. So I treasure this, guys. And this is like my lucky charm. We have Lucky, the mascot, but this is like my lucky charm. I always wear this. And, if it's close, I kiss it because I know Tommy is in heaven looking at us, guys.
For sure. That's awesome.
And link will be in the description for your YouTube channel. So everyone go check it out right after this video. But we're getting
and the website.
Yeah. So go check that out right after this video. We're closing in a second. But Andrew and Seamus, if you guys have any final questions for Aztec.
No, that was my last question with the Heinz and PowerPoint.
Well, ultimately, we always ask this. We always ask this question, Griffin. You know
We
this.
do.
The all-time starting five, Aztec Gino. Who's in your all-time Celtics starting
Here
five
we go. No,
from
now
a
he's
from a
pressing.
performance perspective, right? The
Oh, wait a minute.
best all-time starting five.
Yeah.
Of the Celtics.
Oh, Celtics players?
Yes, only Celtics players.
Oh man, well that's obviously Larry Legend, Bill Russell. Oh man, obviously you got to put Jason Tatum in there. Are we doing this by position or just giving you the five?
I think they're pretty versatile.
You know what? I would say most people have been doing it by the positions.
Oh man, the position.
Right?
Now you guys test. Now I might have to ask a help because Bill Russell is center, right?
Center, yep.
Yep.
Larry Bird, small forward, power forward.
We go small forward.
You go
with
small
him.
forward.
Small,
Then you could,
3, 4s are interchangeable,
could
right?
throw Tatum.
At the
Yeah,
power
so then
forward.
Tatum is
four.
what position?
Power forward.
So
So
it could be a
from a
3 or a
4.
4.
yeah, so
Yeah.
So then backcourt, you guys know who's my favorite current player. I got to go with D. White.
Nice.
okay, love
So
it.
now I'm missing the fifth one. What position am I missing?
Point guard or shooting
Point
guard.
guard.
Either way.
You could go
You
with the
go with I
Rondos. You could go with the Kuzi.
Kuzi, man.
Many-
Oh, come on.
anyways,
Andrew, that's a no-brainer. Bob Kuzi,
Kuzi.
man.
There you go. There you go.
Hopefully you guys approve of that.
I approve it. I think.
approve.
But
The
I
thing
think
is, there's so many Celtics greats.
yeah, I
It's
left
hard
out
to
the
go
captain.
wrong.
I left out the captain, guys.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And I put
Yeah, it's a
Jason
tough one.
Tatum there because I know Jason Tatum hasn't hit the pinnacle of his career yet, guys. Because
Agreed.
you know, guys, Jason Tatum kind of ticked off that that Steve Kerr. Sorry to bring this up. So the treatment he got in the Olympics. Sorry, guys, for mentioning that.
No.
You know what I mean? But Jason Tatum, even though I put him there, he still has so much he could accomplish. And Jalen, guys.
Yeah.
You're so right with that.
That's almost the question it's funneled into, right? Because all the other spots, people know exactly who's going to be there. Yet when it comes to Jason Tatum or Paul Pierce, people go, well, I have to have Larry Bird in there. Tatum, Pierce, and it's hard not to give it to Tatum because we all know how great he's been and where he can still go. And then you have
Right.
Paul Pierce sitting there too. I mean, he is. From the moment he was drafted to the time he was traded to the Nets, I mean, he was the Boston Celtics on court. Obviously,
Of course.
KG, Ray Allen, Rajon Rondo came along, but he was the face of the Boston Celtics, and it's really hard to delineate who should be in that starting five. That's why it's just a fun question at the end of the day.
It
But
is.
that was the all-time starting five from a performance perspective. What about your favorite all-time starting five? What would that look like? If it was just all 5 favorite players of yourself.
Are we talking favorite players now?
Yeah,
Mhm.
for Celtics though. Celtics favorite players.
Man, well, then it still has to be because in my college days, Larry Legend,
Uh-huh.
right? And then, of course, I love the captain, guys. Paul Pierce. You know, man, that now he's testing me. Wow. I mean, there's so many players. Marcus Smart, guys. So
Yeah.
I just love Marcus Smart fire, the intensity he used to bring to a game, guys.
Embodied
know?
the Celtics.
Yeah, and then
culture.
I love D White. Something about D White, guys.
Derek White
know?
in there too. Yep. All
Yeah,
right.
so I still went back to D White, and then oh man, I'm missing one more. Rondo was good, but you're talking about like who was special. You just like them, even though they might not have been a great player. You just love their intensity and what they used to bring to the Celtics. You know what I mean? So you have to choose a player who like actually represented everything what it meant to be a Celtics, about the fan base, about the community. I did say Marcus Smart. I should know who that 5th player is, guys. Now you have me thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you know what?
Hey,
But
that's a
in
good
given-
thing.
Guys, Andrew, Seamus, I know who it is. Griffin, it's KG, the big ticket man.
KG, I love it. I love
You
it.
have to go KG.
It's got to be the big ticket because
when
you
he-
guys saw his intensity, guys.
He
You guys
banged
saw.
Fred.
You guys know in 2008,
Thanks, Noah.
I know I gotta let you go. What he did to the deep, because defense wins championship, guys. We would not have won that 2008 when Kevin Ubuntu. What's the word? Ubuntu, help me out, guys.
Ubuntu.
Oh, sorry. Close.
Ubuntu.
What is it, Seamus?
I have it on a little Ubuntu. I have it engraved on a little keychain
Ubuntu.
with the Celtics Everyday
Ubuntu.
logo. My dad actually gave me for Christmas.
Yeah, there you go.
So I see it
That-
often.
Ubuntu, he came and he changed that whole defense, made them a defense oriented team. So definitely the big ticket guys.
I love that. And Aztec, I just want to say again, thank you so much for coming on. But I have one more final question before we close this out. And we like to keep this question for special guests. And I want to give you the opportunity for this one. So Celtics Nation, a lot of the fans are down in the dumps. You know, there's a lot of fans that are upset because we are at our peak. And now obviously trickling down to, as you said earlier in the podcast, a retooling season. JT with his obviously Achilles tear, and the team is a lot different from what it once was when we won Banner 18. So if you had to have some words out there to, you know, hype up Celtics Nation, get them ready for the upcoming season, and tell them that it's okay to keep their heads up, go for it. Take the stage. We are ready for it.
Remember, we're Celtics Nation. We have 18 banners. We all bleed green, guys. Like you said, don't worry, guys. We'll be back. It's a retooling year. Have faith, guys. We will still attend the Celtics games, meet and greet the best fans in the NBA. Let's just keep the momentum going, guys. Nothing to be ashamed of. Celtics, always number one, guys.
I love it. I love how we had the Aztec shuffle.
Can we get the shuffle? Can we get the?
Yeah, can we get a full shuffle really quick before we close it off?
Hold on. What you want?
Oh,
We need the
The full
Aztec
shuffle.
shuffle.
I don't know if you guys.
Yeah, we see it. Hey.
Let's join in.
That's a little. Wait,
Yeah, you mind standing
sorry,
right
hold on.
Right there, a little higher.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
No,
There
but
you
when
go.
you see that, but hold on, Seamus, Griffin, Andrew, when you do the shuffle, the legs have to shuffle it too, guys.
All right,
Okay,
we all
okay.
gotta do it. Hey, we all gotta get up and do it. Come on.
No, yeah, you gotta shuffle the legs.
All gotta get
Guys,
up.
the legs, Andrew,
I don't know
Griffin.
where I can stand here.
Yeah, you gotta shuffle the legs, guys.
Everyone,
Okay,
guys,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's go Celtics. Let's
go.
You see?
Let's
Yeah,
go
I'm telling you.
Celtics. Let's
Celtics
go.
night tomorrow.
So
Celtics
even-
night.
tomorrow.
Even attending a Celtics game, it will still be a memorable experience for the best fans in the NBA. But guys, I want to sincerely thank you for taking this opportunity to interview. It meant so much. Griffin, I appreciate how you kept on top of it. Thank you so much for being persistent. Seamus, Andrew, what a pleasure it was. And thank you for having me reminisce of all these memories that makes it so special to be a Celtics fan and super fan, but a fan first, guys.
Thank you so much again, Aztec. I just wanted to give you a big shout out, and it's been great having you on. I tell you what, we've said this. I think we started off with fake Jaylen Brown. It's like, you know, having a celebrity on here. It feels surreal for all of us to have you on here. So I wanted to give a big thank you for you taking the time out of your day and just being able to connect with us and being able to join with us. And hopefully you get the other Celtics super fans on here. So big shout out to you. Thank you so much, Aztec. I just want to say that before we close out too.
Guys, it was a pleasure. Celtics Nation Rise, number one.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. Let's go.
All right,
With that
guys,
being
keep
said,
up the
you guys-
excellent work.
Yeah, with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. Again, you guys, it's going to be crazy all off season with the content. We're bringing you breaking news, and we're going to bring you all of that. So make sure to comment down below if you want to be a part of this fan series. Again, make sure to subscribe and attend Celtics night tomorrow at the Sea Dog. So we will see you guys with the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Peace, guys.